So hello everyone. My name is Rashawn Greenidge, and I just recently got involved with WIBCA. I'm a young aspiring entrepreneur who's looking to make an impact in this community. I studied communication studies at Vanier College, and for me, I've always felt like I've had the gift of gab. So being a part of WIBCA for me is really important because I really want to help to lead the younger generation to now becoming the leaders of tomorrow. And by doing that, I need to lead by example, but also use my skills and my abilities to the best that they could be used. So being a part of WIBCA for me right now is just the beginning because of all the great opportunities that lies ahead. And I'm very much looking forward to getting them going.
Hi, my name is Kemba. I'm the chairperson of the West Island Black Community Association. And I am I would say, a dynamic Black mother of two daughters. WIBCA to me is family, it's community. And we're really just, I would have to say, in the West Island, considered to be the community cornerstone. So we impact lives. We've been impacting lives for 38 years. And I have to say that it's been a phenomenal experience being a part of just the impact that we have in the community. Very grateful to be here.
My name is Eileen White, and I've been part of the foundation of WIBCA. I'm married. My husband is Leaford White. I have two daughters, adult daughters, and I have a son that is an adult, but he is presently in Toronto. We have been involved with WIBCA from the foundation, and it has been, part of the backbone of the Black community on the West Island for over 38 years?
38 years, yes.
Since 1982.
Yes.
I find that it was productive in informing the community on the West Island to help us as Blacks integrate into the Canadian society. I know that WIBCA has been has produced quite a few, intelligent Black youth that turn into beautiful young men and women. And we are proud of being here and what we have done. Well, first we have to know who we are as a person, and especially a person of color. And once we have established that, we have to learn how to integrate ourselves into, this multiracial society that we are in. I like what I see. I like to see our young people getting involved and carrying the torch that we are very proud to have lit.
Being Black in Montreal, particularly being Anglophone, it is extremely difficult, challenging, and we're in it. We're in it. We've been fighting for this, since 38 years ago when WIBCA came about, and we will not stop. And this is who we are, and we are advocates for our people in our community, and we will continue to fight and do what we can to support and advocate for persons of color.
Yeah, no, that's great. And as Ms. White and Kimba mentioned, the intentions for WIBCA starting back in 1982 till today, those intentions have still stayed the same. And it's really to make sure that we could provide education, and also advocate for people in the community, which will ultimately benefit them and help to enrich their lives, to help strengthen the community. For myself, as a young Black male, there's always constant challenges. Even as examples, applying for a job and, you know, just kind of getting through the gatekeepers of, some people that may have just racial intentions, just might not want to see you in the positions that they fear that you could take from them. It's a constant challenge, as Kimba mentioned, but really the youth and the inclusivity that we want to try to provide is really going to help to strengthen everyone, and it's really going to have to take a team effort, because these things, these racial injustice problems that we're facing have been here for quite some time. So to dismantle that and to re-educate people and to help to enlighten people, to let them know that there are those opportunities, and to help to create the leaders of the future, it's going to take a complete team effort. But also it's going to we do need to make sure that we put our best foot forward, because this time may quickly pass us. And with the problems going on in today's world, one thing could lead to the next very quickly, and very important issues could be missed if they're not acted upon.
With the onset of COVID, immediately our concern was the members of our organization, because there's a large group of seniors that we support and cater to. And we understood that, there would be further isolation. In parallel, we also identified the need to address, the anti-Black racism and systemic racism in Montreal. And we initiated these virtual town halls. These virtual town halls, which were live on Zoom, streamed live on Facebook, enabled the community to come out and to speak to our elected officials and SPVM, speaking on how, the overt systemic discrimination affects people of color, primarily Black people. And this was very successful, and it actually allowed the opportunity for us to be highlighted on a huge level. And with that, we received the much needed attention in terms of volunteers, people who want to help volunteer, in terms of donations. And so it allowed us to continue offering our programming, which is all free to the community. And this to me was based on an unfortunate incident in terms of the murder of George Floyd, but ultimately helped the organization in terms of resources and to be able to continue servicing the community. The organization, the idea, the concept came from two women, the late Norma Husbands and Margaret Jolly. And these are the founders of WIBCA. And the reason why WIBCA came about is because they were looking for organized activities for their children. And so this is where the concept came about. And one of the first interactions they had in terms of with another association was with the YMCA. Mm-hmm. And this led to, the activities for youth, and also allowed the opportunity for, at that time, English-speaking Caribbean families that were coming to the West Island, a place to congregate, because mm-hmm. there was nowhere else to go. And do you have anything to say about that?
We used to meet primarily at the YMCA, and then we were going from chalet to chalet. And after a while, that got to me and said, why are we going all over the place? From everybody's house to the chalets, to the church basement, to mm-hmm. everything. So I decided, no, we got to do something. And we started a fundraising. And from the fundraising, that went over very well. We had bake sales and parties and dances and concerts and anything that can bring funds to us, dinner parties. Each one would throw a dinner party at their house. And they say, when you're coming, bring a checkbook. So that, we made all that donation, and that was what produced our building. From the building, which I think sort of brings some stability to us. Now we have somewhere. We wish we had a place where they could play. The idea was very big, where we wanted to have a basketball court and all that, but the money was not enough.
Yeah.
So
you could go to the next slide. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, so go to the next one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the money was not enough to give us the basketball court and all of that, but we managed to achieve some stability by coming to 4th Avenue. So from that, we have, I've seen the growth. When you have somewhere stable where people can identify and come and free to, have your meetings and whatever small function we can put on there. It gives us some pride.
Yeah.
When I pass there and I see West Island Black Community Association, we're starting somewhere, and I'm very proud of it. It's like we have a stadium,
Yeah.
to in my eyes, and I feel very good that I came to this country and I have done something with my life. I've done something in my community that I feel proud of. And I know that I have lit the torch, and I'm happy to know that there are people like Kemba that are taking this torch, to another level.
Can you tell us a bit about how you were involved with this building? Because this is just like you said, it's something that we're all very proud of.
Yeah. Well, I started by having a dinner party at my house, and I said to them, when you come in, bring the checkbook. And it was a running joke in WIBCA that the guys used to say, Peaches is coming, hold your purse, hold your pocket. She's going to shake it out. Because I thought that, people always say penny, penny don't work, but I can tell you it does work.
Mm-hmm.
I said to them, the penny turned into $1, into $2, $3, because I will sit down and I'll count the pennies. I don't know if you see that water bottle that is up there.
Yeah.
I took it there with pennies in it.
Really?
Yes. It had pennies and quarters and things. I said, it's there, and that is the foundation for us to get a building.
Wow.
And we started it, and they didn't think, people didn't think it would work. But I said, every organization, every program that we put on, we have to have at least 10% from that profit comes to the building fund. And that was what helped us to achieve that building fund. There was a lot of bake sales and dinner parties and everything that, everybody was happy to participate, because I said, it's not Peaches building, it's all of us building. Right. Whether you put a dollar, or you put a penny, or you put nothing, it belongs to all of us.
Making sure that this community center is accessible to all, but also that there's a feeling of inclusion. It's very important from our youth all the way to our most senior members to have those conversations, because time as we know it is going so quickly. We could miss out on everything that we have right now and not be able to pass that information on and really make the most impact where it's needed. So the programs that we have and as a part of the mission, it's really to help make sure that we get everybody together. And then we have the collaboration and participation from both the youth, the adults, the seniors, and that goes into some of the programs that are there that we have that we'll be able to discuss. But it's important that we have that inclusiveness so that everybody could feel that their voice is heard, but that also help to drive the innovation of the future of where WIBCA is looking to go.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
That goes on to like the next slide talks about the vision, right? So for me at this moment, the vision I see for WIBCA is to be truly to operate a fully functional community center that, again, like Rashawn says, accessible to everyone. You know, we do have the property, we have the space. Now we have to make sure that we use every room, every corner of that area, of that space, to host our workshops, our programs, you know, to support entrepreneurs, to have our meetings, to socialize. We want to really make our mark in this community and to really make sure that WIBCA is a household name.
The vision that I see for WIBCA and the biggest part of why I joined is to make it in a way kind of like a YMCA, but more importantly, it better serves our community to help the youth and also the Black males that may not feel like they're heard or in a position that they feel like they don't feel like they can move forward with themselves, but now give them an opportunity to help lead some of the programs to become the leaders of tomorrow so that everybody is able to learn from that. And that's where we can create mentorship. So it's really to create a community center that is kind of based around the YMCA business model, but in a sense, it better serves our community to support them where it's needed the most. Some of the visionary things that I see with WIBCA is really in the programming. And that includes things like coding, technology, and even STEM. So the sciences, technology, engineering, math. These are very important subjects that our youth, adults, and seniors all need to be involved with. Coding, especially for the children, because there's so many technology companies now that we use on a daily basis. We need to have some of our people, Black young males, young females, we need to have them involved because these companies are going to drive the way that we live our lives. So it's important for us to get involved. And I also think it's important to have leadership training and to make sure that people feel confident about themselves, because people could suffer from self-esteem, anxiety, loneliness, depression, and WIBCA's mission is really to help relieve all of that.
I really think the vision's always been there.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting the resources and to be able to really get them aligned. But I'm so excited for what's to come. And just continuing to build this amazing team of volunteers. And it's just a really good moment at this point.
Yeah. I'm very proud of you guys. I'm glad that I am part of the torch that get things started.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very proud of the people who we've been going step by step. There's some people who had to move on or move away or whatever. And people still believing us and the concept of the Black community. And when we started WIBCA, it was really badly needed at that time, So I'm really glad that I have been part of that foundation. And I hope that it will continue to be, at my age now, I'm passing the torch to all of you guys to take it and run with it.
And we really need, the community really needs WIBCA.
And you know what? As a lot of people feel that in my age group, They have been a part of WIBCA. And they feel that they must step back now and disappear.
No,
You don't disappear.
no.
Because if you disappear, the foundation is breaking away. It's just like a building.
Yeah.
If the foundation is chipping away, the building going to fall.
Yeah.
You have to have the foundation there. We all want to come and wheel us in a wheelchair and put us to sit down, make we see what you guys doing.
Yeah.
You know, that's my dream. And I don't know, maybe I probably dreaming too big.
No.
But I
Your
am not
dream is
going
too
to,
big.
I'm not going to, throw away my dream because that's what I want. I want her to come, put our hat on our head, our shoes on, and let's wheel her out, make she go see what we do.
Yeah.
That's what is my dream.
Yeah, the continued support is very important because
Exactly.
those conversations, the stories, the experience, just everything, the skill sets, and just the type of people that were there as a part of where WIBCA started. It's imperative to have them there so that people are able to see firsthand, where this all came from. It wasn't just an overnight thing. And to add to what you were saying before, Mrs. White, regarding it's difficult getting people involved, I think, as Kemba mentioned as well with social media, it is definitely easier to get the message out there. But I think it's important to even just, really try to put people in place so that kids, youth could see that there are people, like people like myself. I got involved because I know that there's friends of mine that are very talented and very smart and good at what they do, but just maybe feel like they need that little extra push. So I'm willing to take it on myself to say, you know what, if it means that I have to now step in and, be a part of
example.
Programs, be the example and lead by example. Exactly.
The building is there. It is there. The doors are open. Come in. That's what it is. It doesn't cost you anything to come in.
Yeah.
We are just identifying who we are here. It does not stop because you might be white or Chinese or whatever. You can't come. The door is open to everyone.
Yeah.
You come, and as long as you're not coming to break it up, you're coming to contribute to the. I don't mind what color you are, whatever you are.
Yeah.
That's what WIBCA is all about.
And I think that's what sets us apart, because we are so inclusive. Anyone could become a member.
So basically, in a nutshell, the motto is really the greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. So really what Mrs. White was touching on when you were saying that you're there to count the pennies, you're there if somebody's has nothing in their pocket, you're there if they have a dime, a dollar, everything adds up. And I think with all of our members, making sure that we can get everyone on board and making sure that people feel like they're being included. For some of our senior members, making sure that they don't just, leave as they feel like now their time is done. The continued support is very important to continue to make sure that the foundation is in place. But as we're now passing this torch on to this younger generation, myself included, that we are there and we know how all of these things came about, what it's going to take, the perseverance, the persistency, making sure that we're able to overcome any obstacle that may come our way. COVID has created a lot of challenges for us. Just going back to the quote, the compassionate action of our members, if we have enough people to make sure that we're, getting the programs out there, we're getting the youth involved, we're getting the engagement from the senior members to the adults, all of that will all contribute to making the best that we could do really with helping the community association grow and also to sustain itself. And it's just really, it's going to start from this, but there's nowhere we could say that we won't be able to get to. There's so many opportunities now with the things that we have in place to be able to make sure that we can make the impact that we want to make.
This is us. This is WIBCA.
Yeah.
I see it as the past the
the
present,
present and
the
the
future,
future.
right?
Yeah.
So, but all one
Oh,
family,
yeah,
we need each
yeah,
other,
yeah,
rely on
Yeah.
each other.
yeah.
And
We have to keep the past, because the past is what going to show the foundation
Right.
of the association.
Yes.
And we, the foundation, want to see what everybody else is doing.
Right.
It gives us that pride that we did something that, you know, um, we all can be happy that we participated. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to continue to grow those channels. We're going to continue to have those conversations, and I think it's so important now, more than ever, for us to take action, because we really need to make the most of this time that we have.
Yeah.
We want to get people involved because we want to make sure that people are a part of the solution and not falling behind and staying in the past where things have not been working in pretty much most people's favors. So we want to really help to create that change, but it starts with being a part of the solution, and we're here to help make that happen.